What's going on, everyone? Today I'm building an outdoor worm bin, and this one I dub the Worm Reactor, and it has got to be one of my favourite outdoor worm farms. So stick around and let's show you how to put one of these bad boys together. Let's start by showing you around my previous build. This green tub here has been used for about a year now. Recently refilled, but so you can see there's a center column with lots of holes drilled through, outside with lots of holes in it, 80-litre tub. So what we're going to do one is we're going to take some soil pipe, make it about the height of the bin, a little bit lower than the top of the lid. I don't hope to make it any fuller where the edge of the lid is. Fits nicely, but I will show you how I had to cut this down to size. This soil pipe is not too difficult to get through. Get yourself a nice guideline and then just follow it through. Now that we're cut to length, we're going to start drilling some holes. I'm using a 8mm drill bit here, and the aim is to make holes approximately every 6 inches or so. So with this system, the air holes are going to provide aeration to the entire system. So we're not really going to have to worry about turning it over or the compost getting anaerobic in spots, because we're going to have plenty of aeration at every point. I'm under the impression as long as you have air within 12 inches of the medium, then we should have adequate airflow for the worms. So I'm going to get these holes drilled. Once the first line's drilled in, I'm then just going to offset the next set of holes, as you see. So this one will be essentially in the middle. Don't need to be too specific where each one of these holes go. So I'm going to get the rest of these done, and we'll show you how I'm going to drill out the holes on the bin itself. Really fortunate with these bins, they have these ridges which I'm essentially just going to follow all the way down. Now I'm going to be about 6 inches again and just follow this ridge. Nothing too exciting. Again, we're just talking about getting airflow into every part so we don't get anything anaerobic. When we get to the bottom, we are going to drill a hole right in the edge, and this is just to stop any water being sat right at the bottom. And then once we get it turned over, we'll be putting some extra holes in too. So yeah, right in the edge there. And then we'll just carry on following the ridge all the way down, doing the next ridge, and let's speed this up and I'll see you in a second. Now we're on to the bottom, and this is kind of why I think it's one of my favourite outdoor systems. So we've got lots of holes around the outside, and we're going to put lots of holes on the inside. But with this system, you potentially don't even have to buy any worms, because there's so much access through the bin. If you provide the material we're going to show you very shortly, you could have a whole colony of worms that take over within a few rainy weeks. So using this system, I think, is probably one of the most forgiving beginner systems, because even if you lose your worm population, you haven't necessarily paid for it, and they'll be coming back within no time at all. You will notice a lot of holes in the bottom. Again, the more the merrier, and I'm just going to avoid putting any holes directly in this seam in the bottom the best I can, just to kind of keep the structure as strong as possible. Now for the fun part, there is little to no assembly required for this bad boy. We're just going to stand the tube in the middle. We have some material which we've actually got a video coming out for you. I should leave a card in the top when we get there, but this is lethal. Perfect time of year to start building the stuff, and it's perfect material to start one of these outdoor worm farms. It's going to attract so many different composting worms to the system, and what we're doing is just going around the outside to hold up the center column. If you're enjoying the content so far, please do consider hitting the subscribe button down below. It really does help the channel, and if you think this is a system for you, hit the like button too. for a closer peek material. So this is recently backfilled leaf mold, but the worms are already starting to get into this. So the nice fine texture allows it to get used really quickly. I try and find some material under it. I try and layer this leaf mold with green material, helps them get it through it nice and fast. So these bins will be moved around the garden before they get too heavy. I think the green one's already considerably heavier than the black, but thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next episode.